So who is Fortune 5 recruiting and how does it relate to instant rewards? I wanted to make this video specifically for instant rewards agents. We're getting a lot of instant rewards agents that are stumbling upon us because once they're in a group, it shows suggested groups. And so what I did was created a separate group for instant rewards people so I could send them over here to try to answer some of their questions and to start threads down below for specific questions. So our routes for Fortune 5 are with the My Cash Freebies network. It works exactly the same as Instant Rewards, it's just a different network. With our system, we were promoting My Cash Freebies at the $20 level, which paid you $25, and Double My Cash Freebies at the $30 level, which paid $33. So the total collected was $58. I tried marketing this for 6 or 8 weeks, and I got one actual completion. I've got lots of signups, but no completions. And so it just wasn't working for me. What happened in November, I ran across this system where what they did was they swapped out the 20 My Cash Freebies and they put the $60 instant reward level in there, which actually pays $70. And then they kept the $30 Double My Cash Freebies for $33. And so the net that we make after somebody goes through this system is $103. They did this so that we would earn extra so we can now PayPal them back a reimbursement of $20. So we make $83 off of anybody that goes through the system. Now, we reimburse them the $20. This allows us to advertise paid training, which night and day, the number of leads that you get as soon as somebody sees paid training, and to reimburse them for the trial offers, you just don't see that very often. Additionally, they also had a website that was set up where the person would have to apply, go through the orientation, request a training appointment, and prior to November of 2012, that was done over the phone. So you'd have to spend 2 or 3 hours on the phone with somebody to get them all signed up at Instant Rewards and Double My Cash Freebies. November of 2012, they took their training session online. So it was an automated online training session, and that's when I came into the picture. And I saw this system and said, oh my God, sign me up now. It was just amazing what ended up happening. So for 6 or 8 weeks, I got one sale at $58. As soon as I signed up for this, my first Sunday, I got 3 sales. Monday, I got 5 sales. So that sounds great, but then what ended up happening was all of the rest of the week, all I was doing was trying to help new people get started. So my background has always been in sales, training. I've been an instructor, and most recently I've spent the last 5 years working for a corporation where my job was to go from location to location and get it flipped around and all systemized, because that's just I don't know if it's a character flaw or it's just my nature, is I can't work without a system. And so I realized right from the get-go, this was the week of Thanksgiving, that this was not duplicatable, that there's no way that other people could spend the amount of time I was spending in my inbox trying to train the new people. I would have 8 people coming at me from different inbox messages asking me exactly the same questions. And so I started making training videos as fast as I could possibly make them. I also created a group. It was a training group. So once people had come out of the online training session, they were then put into this group where we could all, as a group, ask questions in there and help answer each other's questions. And then we really set a really hard line on questions are not to be inboxed. As soon as you're inboxing questions, let's say you just signed up 10 people this week, if one person's inboxing you a question, the other 9 can't see the answer when they probably have the same question. Additionally, a really neat feature in the groups is that every time there's a post made in there, if you use the search feature, which we teach everybody to do as soon as they're finished with their online training, we teach everybody how to search the group for questions so they can see how they were answered previously. That way we're not answering the same question over and over. And so there are a lot of flaws to inboxing questions. One is other people can't see the answer. 2, it doesn't start a dialogue where you get even more information out of it. As soon as a question is asked, people are usually all over it and more information comes up and they start sharing things. 3rd, it's not searchable then for the next person coming behind, and it's absolutely not duplicatable. We need to spend our time helping people get through the online training system. We can't be spending our time on inboxing. And so this system has really been working out well. As a new person coming in, if they got started today and signed somebody up tomorrow, they would normally be so afraid, like, how am I going to possibly help this person? I just started. Well, you don't have to. You throw them into our training group, and as they come out of the online training, they hit a page that shows them how to set up their autoresponder, how to set up their website. It's step by step. This is what you do. Craigslist training, step by step. They're taken step by step how to set up via training videos, and they're also instructed to join the group, and that's where they ask any questions once they're out of the training. So they're in our hands as agents as they go through the online automated training if they have any questions. But as soon as they get out of that and they're starting to set up their business, then they're instructed not to inbox their sponsor to ask the questions in the group. So it's so powerful. It's just so powerful. It allows us as agents to really spend our time marketing and recruiting. Now, one thing a lot of people aren't aware of, the instant rewards at the $60 level, that actually also pays $3.50 for every sale 2 levels down. I'm finding out a lot of people, even at the 60 instant rewards level, aren't even aware of this themselves. So if you take a look at my last check received, I actually made $49 just on downline. Out of this $189 check, $49 of it was from downline sales. That's very powerful. So now all of this started in November of 2012. What happened in December of 2012 was I met another online marketer. And I've got to tell you that the greatest number of people that I sign up are online marketers. They're hardcore online marketers. They see this system and they understand what a powerful lead magnet machine this is. And you can really funnel people into anything after they get through the initial online training and they're signed up at the instant rewards level at $60 and the double my cash freebies at $30. You can really funnel them into any program you want after that. And online marketers see this. They see what a powerful lead machine this is and they sign up like crazy. And so this happened in December. Was I had an online marketer who saw me advertising $20 paid training and he said, "How in the heck are you doing that?" And he saw this system and said, "I am in." And he saw the flaws immediately. As soon as somebody got out of the training with the previous system that we were using, then they found out that it was going to cost them $25 to get a duplicate website for themselves, and it was going to take 3 to 5 days for that before they could get it. That was pretty tough to let somebody know that this supposedly free system, as soon as they got out, they would have to pay $25 if they wanted their own system just like it. And then the wait for 3 to 5 days, you guys know people want to get started right away. The other thing was once they got their website back, it wasn't, if you took them through the training online, each step of the way for the first 7 steps of training, you had to really hold their hand because they didn't make a lot of sense. And so there were some flaws in it. Even though it was a great system, it was really hard for new people as they were coming through. And so I met somebody in December, Lorenzo, who saw the power in this, and he said, but the system has got to be fixed. And so that was December, and we spent the next 3 months creating a website that was even more automated and that was completely free to people. The minute they register to the website, they have their own website. And as they go through the training, they're showed how to set it up so that their instant rewards referral ID is plugged in, their double my cash freebies ID is plugged in. And in addition to that, what Lorenzo also did was added reoccurring income to this system. This $3.50 sale for every sale 2 levels down is awesome. It really adds up. But additionally, we added on Get Response. Everybody needs an autoresponder. With Get Response, it's 30 days free for people to get started, and after that it's only $15 per month. But for each person that signs up through the Get Response for the reoccurring income, we start earning $5 a month residual. I'm not going to get into this a lot because on the orientation page in the website it covers this completely. Additionally, we added on DS Domination. And again, I'm not going to get into that either because on the orientation page it covers it completely. That's also a reoccurring income. Now this step is completely optional because we're really committed to this being 100% free for people to start. They can add this DS Domination on later. It's $20 per month and then $9.99 per month to be an affiliate, so $30 per month. But this really adds up fast. Now the beauty in this is that we don't have to sell anybody any of these reoccurring income. They go through the system and the system completely sells them. And I'm going to show you how that works. So one question I get a lot is people aren't sure, how do I market this now? What do I use instead of my instant rewards link? This is no different. You'd market the same way you did if you were running ads on Craigslist, if you were posting ads in groups. You don't do anything different. The only thing different you do is you give them a link to your website, your Fortune5 website, instead of your instant rewards link. That's the only difference. This system is completely automated. It's a completely automated sales funnel. It takes them through the application process. Then they request an appointment for a training session. And one question I get here a lot is, well, I work full time, and so what if they want a training session during the day? That's really easy. You just tell them that you don't have any appointments available then, and then you guys come up with a time that does work for both of you. So it doesn't matter what time they schedule. That's not set in stone. You just contact them and you say, okay, I don't have any appointments available then, and then you guys negotiate a time. It's fully automated online training via videos, and so basically you just need to be there to answer any questions if they run into any snafus along the way. But you're not holding their hand, you're not on the phone with them. It's basically done through Facebook messaging, and I've had people just fly through that system. I didn't even know they were in there. It's just amazing. The other really powerful part, and probably one of the most powerful parts as a sponsor, is the post training. Again, as soon as they leave the online training and they're fully qualified at the instant rewards and double my cash freebies, they then hit a page that takes them through step-by-step video training how to set everything up in their business. It's also telling them, now going forward, you ask any of your questions in the training group, and gives them all the reasons that I've already shared with you as to why we do that. That's the only way this system is duplicatable. Again, if you only even have 3 new people that have signed up and they're all inboxing you, you can't get anything done. You spend all your time in inboxing, and you don't want to role model that for your new people. You want to make it clear to them that all the questions are to be asked in the group. And so it really does help them too. They say, oh, thank God, now I'm not going to have to go through all of this, right? I think one of the biggest differences when we get instant rewards people in is that our motto here at Fortune5 is absolutely no selling. Absolutely no selling. If I get somebody that's interested, they go through the website and then they're like, is this for real, or is this a scam or whatever? I don't even answer those questions. Here's exactly what I do. I copy and paste this into the message box. You can see a video overview here, and that's the instant rewards video overview. You can see our company overview video here, and that's on the orientation page as well. You can read more about it here, and it's the IIN welcome letter, right? You can visit this face group to see how we're doing. That's the Instant Rewards Proof Pics. You can visit our private Facebook training group here, and I'll put a link to that somewhere around here so you guys can join that too. And then let me know if you have any more questions. Period. That's it. I don't even spend 5 minutes answering questions. You can't. Otherwise, you spend all of your time in your inbox. So what I wasn't prepared for was people as they join, as they were instant rewards people, as they wanted more information on this. I don't have a fallback. I mean, what am I going to do? I can't pass out all these links to instant rewards and say, here it all is, right? This is just marketing. It's just a different way to market instant rewards. And so what I'm trying to do now in this video is answer any questions a person might have in order to save time. And then this video can also be shared so that as they're answering questions for other instant rewards people, just send a link to this video. Everything that we do, guys, has to be duplicatable, or we spend all of our time in the wrong direction. So don't try to sell this to anybody. Just send them a link to this video and let them decide. It's not our job to sell anybody on anything. Here are some commonly asked questions that I get. Do I have to have the 60 instant rewards? Now, most people I'm finding do have the 60 instant rewards already, right? But if you don't, yes, you do have to, or this just isn't going to work for you. Do I have to have the double my cash freebies? If you want to get paid the additional $33, then definitely you have to have the double my cash freebies. And that site is just 2 offers to green. Do I have to get an autoresponder? Do I have to get the Get Response autoresponder? No, you do not. But you do need to be signed up as an affiliate if you want to earn the residual commissions on it. Do I have to have the DS domination? If you want to be paid on downline sales, you need to own the product and be an affiliate. And I'll show you how that works. But you can't be paid on it. You can't be making the residual income on that one if you do not own the product and you're not an affiliate. Now, will my sponsor for IR still be my sponsor? Yes, absolutely. You can have a different sponsor at each level of IR, but if you already have a sponsor at the $60 level, they will still be your sponsor. If you're only signed up at the $20 level and then you upgrade to the $60 level, then your trainer for Fortune5 recruiting will be your sponsor at the $60 level. Will I be reimbursed $20 for training? If you do not currently have the 60 IR and the person that puts you through the training is your sponsor for the 60 IR, then yes. If your trainer does not get credit for the 60 IR, then no, they can't reimburse you the $20 for the training. So I want to show you really the power in this. This is just this past Saturday and Sunday. This was Saturday with Daryl. He was already signed up at the 60 IR level and the double my cash freebie, and he was marketing those on his own. And he saw this system and said, holy cow. And so he got started in it last week, and he messaged me and said, this might turn out to be a good Saturday. I have 3 people in training now. He said, the way it's set up is genius to earn $103. So this is just amazing. This is just amazing. The system, you can be juggling so many people at one time because we do not. I've had probably 2 different instant rewards people ask me to call them on the phone. I'm not calling somebody on the phone. That's totally against what we do. It's put down the phone, pick up the paycheck, and you guys shouldn't either. It's just let people work. They're all adults, and my whole thing is let people make their own decision. We don't sell anybody on anything. It is such an energy drainer. Just give them the information and let them do their due diligence and then come back to you if they're interested. That's the best advice I can give you guys. And that's no different with people that are with instant rewards now. And I've had several that are, I've just spent hours where it's like they're trying to get me to sell them. And I'm telling them, I'm not going to sell you. Please just go look at, find any information you can, research it. And if it's something you're interested in, then let me know, right? And that's what you guys have to do as well, is just, we can only share the information, put it out there. And so I'm trying to put it out there in videos and then in a group where we can all ask questions down below for specific questions. And then anybody coming behind us can then search in the group and find the same answers. I'm trying to save everybody time all the way around, because that's the way that we're going to make money, is if we're just focusing on marketing, on recruiting, and on helping people through the current online training system, and then let all of the resources available to us answer everybody else's questions. But if somebody at this point, anybody that's coming to you, if they're asking so many questions, it's probably not a right fit, right? And if they're asking so many questions now, just think how much time you're going to need to spend with them after they do get started. And so that's really my message over and over to people, is just give them the information and then let them decide. It's not our job or our position to try to sell anybody on anything. If you spend even an hour with one person, think of how many other people that you could have posted an ad out there to or marketed to. And so that's the whole power in our system. It's just full automation at every step of the way. This is another one, Lori. She also just started last week. This was on Sunday. Thanks, guys. I'm figuring it out. She said, it's amazing. I haven't even posted on Craigslist yet, and I had so much interest. She said, this is the bomb diggity. And we hear this over and over. I have another one, Cheryl, that signed up on last week, Saturday, and then set up her system on Sunday and actually placed her first ad on Monday, had her first sign up on Tuesday, and I think she only had one sign up previously with IR at all. She was so excited, she couldn't believe it, because we don't do the selling, right? People pick up on that. If you're trying to sell, if any of us are trying to sell somebody something, then they're in a position of making the choice, right? If they're just going through this whole funnel, it changes everything. It changes everything, because we're not trying to sell them anything, and it's such a different vibe that you're putting out there. Now, as far as, if we go back again to the DS domination, where Lorenzo added that on at the back end, it's actually officially right now, we're officially putting it as step 3 in the training. We haven't even added it yet. And my first 2 weeks, when my downline even heard about it, they even heard a rumor about it, they started clicking on the link in their website to sign up, and I wasn't even signed up as an affiliate yet. Oh, I couldn't believe what was happening. And so I was getting all these messages that my link was broken, and I thought they meant my website link for Fortune5 recruiting, and they meant my affiliate link. I didn't have an affiliate link, right? I got all of these signups from my downline just because they saw a rough draft video of what was coming, and they wanted to sign up for DSD immediately. They were so excited about the reoccurring income. So not one of these people that you see in this video did I even mention it to, did I even sell it to. They all just did it. They saw it and they said, I want in, right? If you look at this one, this was a screenshot that Lorenzo shared, and this was this is a man named Keith that came. He's an online marketer, and he saw this system and said, oh my God, get me in, right? And he started signing people up through Fortune5 recruiting, intending to funnel them to his main business. And he had not yet signed up to DSD. And so I'm telling him, you better sign up. You're already getting signups. They're going to want to sign up. And he didn't. And one night one of his downline contacted me and said, how do I sign up for DSD? I can't get a hold of Keith. And I was just laughing, and I told Keith, you better sign up. And he did, and within 24 hours, he had 2 of his downline that signed up right behind him. And so Lorenzo posted this in the group, and then we have another brand new person down here, Danielle, that's seeing all of this. She's brand new, and she says, I want in on this action. They all do. This is nothing that you have to sell. They just do it. They see the power in the reoccurring income. We don't want to be placing ads for the rest of our lives, right? And so this starts building up a monthly residual income. They see it, and they absolutely love it. We don't sell it. We don't sell the get response. Every new person that comes through the system gets the get response autoresponder because it's 30 days free. And then they have to, after 30 days, usually it's before that because they get too many leads, and it only caps out at 250 leads. So then by the time that they have to go to the paid version at $15 per month, we start earning $5 a month, monthly residual income on that month over month, month after month. And then with the DS Domination, we're earning monthly residual income on that as well. So we tell people, new people as they're coming through, don't jump on the DS Domination right away unless you can afford it, but as soon as you sign somebody up, you're going to want to do it. And we never mention it again. As soon as they sign somebody up, they do it. This isn't anything we have to sell. It was one of the most brilliant things to add onto this system. I can't even tell you the power in it. So what now? If this sounds like something that you're interested in, what I'm going to ask is if you can please do your due diligence and join our Facebook training group. Visit the file tab to see what's available on there. We've got some really powerful Craigslist training available there, including how to get free PVAs, just invaluable resources. And then ask questions. Feel free to ask questions in our group. Are there any other instant rewards people that can share their experience with me once they convert it over, right? Anything like that. Go through our website as if you were a lead. That's the biggest thing that I can recommend, because a lot of the questions that I'm getting over and over would be answered if people would just go through the website. That's what I had to do when I first got started in November. She said, I said, how can I find out more? She said, go through the website as if you were a lead. And I did. And I was like, oh my God, this is so powerful. And so I'm going to ask you guys the same thing, is please do your due diligence. Everybody is just so busy that if you can research it on your own, and then if it's something you decide to do, just go through the whole process, the application process, the requesting a training appointment, so you can see how the whole thing works, and just do your due diligence and make a decision if it sounds like something you're interested in. All of the information is out there. And so if I can ask you, please, to just, number one, obviously watch this video, and then click on the link to the website, go through it, join our training group, and you can just stand back on the sidelines and see what happens in there. So the real power, again, just to recap, is number one, this is an automated sales funnel. You don't do anything but put your link out there. They go through the website just like you're going to do if this is something you're interested in learning more about. They register for the website and immediately they have their own. They apply, they request a training appointment. They then go through, as soon as they meet you online, they then go through the automated training. As soon as they're through that, you make $103. You PayPal them back $20. They are then instructed via video to join our training group. And if they have any questions after their online training, is to ask them in the group, not to ask their sponsor, not to inbox questions to their sponsor. And so what this whole system does is really frees up your time, again, so that you're only focusing on marketing and recruiting, and not hand-holding each step of the way. It's so powerful. It's just so powerful, guys. So if you have any questions once you've gone through anything, any specific questions that I can answer, I'm certainly absolutely happy to do that. But if it's something that you just aren't sure if this is right for you or not, then I just ask you to please just take your time and sit back on the sidelines and check everything out. And because I don't want to be put in a position, nor do I want any of our team put in a position where they're feeling like they're selling anything to anybody. It's something that each individual has to decide if it sounds like it's right for them or not. And once you decide if you think this is right for you, then we're definitely here 100% to help you. But until that, if I can ask you to just keep researching it and looking around online, and you can ask questions in our group until you decide whether this is something that's either right for you or it's not right for you. All right, well, good luck, and I look forward to meeting you.